Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Alistair, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Nike Vomero Plus. Now, if you caught my Vomero 18 review not all that long ago now, you'll know I absolutely loved that shoe, and it earned its place at the top of my best max cushioned running shoes roundup. And for good reason. It's a really nice shoe for bagging nice, easy, but also long mileage. Now, although there are a lot of similarities between the Vomero Plus and the Vomero 18, there are some actually very important updates to the Vomero Plus that make it a much more durable shoe, but also a running shoe that has a much wider gamut of pace, meaning you can do a lot more training runs with this shoe, and it pretty much turns the Vomero 18 into a super trainer. The key reason for this huge upgrade in the ride and performance? Well, that's the 100% ZoomX foam that's in the midsole. So if you loved that plush feel of the Vomero 18, but you wanted a little bit more pop, a little bit more responsiveness and versatility in the amount of different kinds of runs that you can use this running shoe for, well, stay tuned because this is the shoe you're probably looking for. Starting with the key specifications then. They cost $180. By the way, throughout this review, I am going to be comparing it slightly to the Vomero 18. I think that's really important because I know there's going to be a lot of people wanting to know the differences between these shoes, which one's best for what, and ultimately which one's going to be best for you and your needs. So I will be comparing things like prices and some key specs, and of course, how they feel on the run. Vomero 18, by the way, is $155. They weigh 9.9 ounces or 282 grams. That's for a size US men's 9. That is lighter than the Vomero 18. And that is ultimately because the midsole is now full ZoomX foam, which is much lighter and more responsive. They have a drop of 10 millimeters from heel to toe. That's the same as the Vomero 18. The upper is using a really nice, soft, engineered mesh. It's a dual layer of sorts. So is the Vomero 18, but these are different materials, and actually it's a much more breathable running shoe now. It's also a lot more durable as well. So you can tell by the name Plus, it's not just the fact it's an elevated running shoe. You do actually get a more durable running shoe that will last longer as well. The midsole is now using that full-length ZoomX foam, which is awesome. It has incredible response whilst maintaining a really nice level of cushioning. It's not a plush running shoe like the Vomero 18 is. It just feels more snappy, responsive, and it'll help you run faster for longer distances, while still being protective. The outsole has high abrasion rubber compound with full coverage, which is a lot better than the Vomero 18. It actually performs really well in mixed conditions. So I've been running in some wet concrete areas, but also on dry asphalt and concrete, and it performs really well, even when running around corners. Here you can see the Vomero 18, which I'm going to overlay. You can see there's a lot of areas of exposed foam, meaning these areas here are going to be less durable over time, and they don't have as good traction as rubber compound. So, much improved outsole. There's also reflective detailing all around the shoe. You can see these little sections here, just over the toe box, and of course at the heel. So you will be seen at night. Yeah, we're coming into winter now, so night runs are going to be something you're probably going to have to be doing. So it's nice to know that you're going to be safe out there on the roads. The Vomero Plus also has much higher sidewalls in the midsole. So what you see here on the outside of the shoe is not the full stack height. It is much higher than the Vomero 18. If you put them side by side, it looks a lot higher, but actually, like I said, it's not the stack height. It is literally just going around the bottom of your foot, rising above the bottom of your foot, giving your foot a nice cradling sensation and ultimately more support and stability on the run. Now when it comes to sizing and fit, they are true to size, so I'd go with your usual sizing, and they are very similar to Vomero 18. They've got a nice medium width, true to size in length, and there's a good amount of space in the toe box as well. And when it comes to step-in comfort, but also comfort on the run, the collars, the heel counter, the tongue are all incredibly cushioned, like they were on the Vomero 18, but actually there is more cushioning there. You can probably see the walls are actually quite a bit thicker on this one, and that just gives you that slightly more plush feel when you're running. Just makes it feel a little bit elevated, a little bit more premium, or plus should I say. There are some changes to the upper for sure, but ultimately it feels the same in terms of fit. Maybe a little bit softer and more cushioned and padded on the run. And as I mentioned before, it's more breathable now. If you're enjoying this review so far, please hit that like button, really appreciate it, and subscribe to my channel for more running shoe reviews. Just like this one, I always keep things genuine, honest, and as insightful as possible to help you decide whether or not the shoes I'm currently reviewing are going to be best for you and your needs. But if I've missed something or you've got a question that I haven't covered, drop it in the comments and I'll get back to you. I reply to everyone. And I want you to get a conversation going. I want to hear your experiences if you've run in the Vomero Plus or the Vomero 18. Do you enjoy them? Let me know your thoughts. Put all the information you can down there, because that's really going to help other followers or subscribers of this channel and future subscribers. It will help them determine whether the shoe is going to be right for them or not. You've made it to my performance review. Congratulations. This is the meaty part. This is my favorite part because I get to share my experiences on the run. I'm going to start by talking about the ride, because that is the most important or the most changed thing about this shoe. It's the standout feature for me because it really is something quite special. The ride actually puts this shoe in line with the ASICS Superblast 2 in my opinion. Feels very similar. The foam is very, very similar, but also the geometry of the shoe and the amount of cushioning and response that you get from it. And that's really good because it makes it a versatile shoe. So you've now got a shoe that is much snappier, there's a lot of bounce, it's a lighter shoe than the Vomero 18. And what that translates to is a running shoe that's pretty fast, incredibly comfortable, but also supportive and bouncy, fun, and just really great to run in. It's a super versatile shoe that you can just run long distances in, slow mileage, but if you want to pick up the pace, the Vomero Plus allows you to do it in total comfort as well. And that is what I love about this shoe. It's really a super trainer now. Even though there's no plate in there, you don't really need it because this foam is poppy. I mean, I flex the shoe, I let go, and I almost hit the ceiling with it. It's that impressive, it really is. So you don't really need a plate in a shoe like this. And to be honest, the stack height's so high that you probably wouldn't be able to initiate that plate as much as you might want to. So, love the fact there's no plate, and it still runs like a super trainer. You get a lot of value with this one. I like the fact it's lighter. It now feels like I can pick the pace up in my cadence a lot more efficiently, a lot faster. The turnover is going to be much better, and it just feels a little bit more nimble, even though there's a very high stack. All that does make it a very versatile daily training shoe, but it also makes it a fantastic running shoe if you want to run a marathon. You can actually train in this shoe, and then you can go race in it as well. So I know there are a lot of people out there who don't really like carbon plated race day shoes. They're not for everyone. Some people just much prefer taking it a little bit slower, but having extra comfort all the way along with them for the entirety of that marathon. So if that sounds like you and you're looking for a shoe that's very supportive, cushioned, pretty stable, fast, comfy to the bone, then you really have to check out the Vomero Plus. I think this is a shoe you're probably after. Now, I alluded to it a little bit just then. This shoe does actually feel very stable, and that's because it is using ZoomX foam, but also it's got a fairly wide platform or footprint underneath, meaning it's pretty stable considering the stack height. But also, I mentioned it earlier, you've got these sidewalls here in the foam which cradle your foot That helps stop your foot rolling within the shoe, and it keeps the shoe stable as well. Helps with lockdown too, so you've got a really good heel lock within the shoe. That stability works really well on the medial side, but also the lateral side as well. A really important new feature about the Vomero Plus compared to the Vomero 18 is the outsole coverage. The rubber compound is all over there now, so it is a much more durable running shoe. It's going to last longer. The traction or rubber compound is really not seeing all that much wear so far, which is really, really good. And if you compare it to the Vomero 18 here, there's a lot of exposed foam all the way in the midfoot here. So as soon as the rubber compound does wear down here, you're going to be hitting that foam pretty early on. And that's really one of the reasons this shoe is a little bit less expensive. There's less premium materials in it. There's less rubber compound. It's a heavier shoe. It's less breathable. It's more plush. It's just a shoe for running slower paces, long distances as well, but it's not an elevated shoe like this one. The transition from heel landing to toe takeoff is really good. You get plenty of cushioning when you land. You get that nice flex. All the energy is stored in the ZoomX foam, and you get a nice toe off. Feels really smooth, but it also feels smooth if you're a forefoot striker as well. Like I am, I prefer to run on my forefoot. There's still plenty of cushioning under there if you need that as well. So whether you're a heel striker, forefoot striker, the midsole geometry works really well. It feels consistent all the way across. If you're wondering where the Vomero Plus features on my best super trainers roundup, but also my best daily trainers roundup on alistairrunning.com, well, you'll just have to follow those links up there. That will take you to those roundups. They're always updated as and when I review new shoes. If they're good enough, they make it onto that list. So follow the links. If you didn't get those ones, just go to the description, click on those links. That'll take you to my website with all that information. That will help you find the best shoes for you. So are they worth $180? Yes, these ones are fantastic. If you're looking for a running shoe that has comfort, protection underfoot, really nice amount of cushioning, but not too plush, the right kind of cushioning that gives you that nice response from stored energy when you're running, the Vomero Plus is the shoe you should be looking at. It's very much in line with the ASICS Superblast 2, another fantastic running shoe. Both shoes I'm classing as super trainers of sorts because the versatility and range of types of runs that you can do in this shoe is so wide, it makes them super trainers down to the bone, even though they don't have plates in them. So if you've got $180 to spend and you're looking for a running shoe that is super capable, incredibly fun to run in, looks pretty nice too, then you have to check out the Vomero Plus. Well, that's it from me. I really hope you enjoyed this review. Once again, if you did, please give the video a like. Make sure you comment, share your thoughts on this shoe or the Vomero 18 if you've had experience with them. And subscribe to my channel for more running shoe reviews just like this one. Hit that notification bell and I'll see you on the next review. Peace.